Guys, I've got a killer 7-string death metal guitar lesson for you today. Now, this is going to be something completely new and unique. I've never done anything like this before, but I'm going to take one of the most common and most loved metal riffs of all time, that main riff from Metallica's Master of Puppets. We're going to play it a little bit differently on our 7-string, and we're going to add to it a twist of death. Alright guys, before we get started here, make sure you subscribe to my channel and ding that little bell so you get all my metal guitar updates. I'm going to bring us in close here and I'm going to show you the notes. I'll slow it down and I'll even throw up the tablature for you. I know a lot of you guys already know this song because this song has been around since like 1986. And again, this is like one of the most loved metal riffs of all time. It's like that riff that we aspired to play as soon as we heard it. It's like, man, I got to learn that. But again, I'm going to show you the death metal version that I kind of created here for that. And make sure you hang around after the video because I'm going to explain why this particular riff is so important to enhancing your death metal style of playing guitar. Now also, if you don't have a 7-string, go buy one. I'm halfway joking. No, seriously, if you have a 6-string guitar, you can still play this. Of course, you're just going to be playing the same notes, the same frets and style on your E and A string. So why is this lesson so important for playing 7-string death metal? Well, there's two things I want to cover here, guys. So one is in death metal music in general, whether you're playing 6 or 7-string guitar, you're doing a lot of fast alternate picking. And this riff specifically, you know, what we turned Metallica's Master of Puppets into this death metal style, which is kind of cool. But this specific riff, you're doing nothing but that. You're playing that fast alternate picking and you're kind of doing that light palm muting as well. I've got another video on that style of palm muting. I'll post the video up here somewhere. You guys can click on that and watch that. I'll put that in the description as well too. So if you want to finish the video and then watch that later, that's fine. But that's the one. We're doing a lot of that fast alternate picking, and like anything in life, I mean, you have to practice, you have to be repetitive to get better at it. So this riff right here is allowing us to just practice that fast alternate picking with that slight palm mute on there, giving you that growl. Now the second reason why this particular riff, our recreated Master of Puppets going to that death metal style, the reason this is so important is because in this particular riff, both of your hands are kind of doing equal movements here. You see, one of the problems with playing the death metal style music when or anytime you're just doing that really fast alternate picking, you have a tendency to do a little less with your fretboard hand, if that makes sense. Now, with this particular riff, you're moving that fretboard hand, you're moving those fingers around quite a bit. So it's kind of almost like they're doing the equal amount, each hand is doing the equal amount of work here, and practicing this riff, that's just going to help you develop more of your signature style of playing, for one, and it's also just going to help the coordination between both of those hands be more in sync with one another. And that's something that you really have to have when playing guitar in general. You want both hands to be in sync. You don't want to have to just focus on the right hand doing the fast picking and this one not doing so much. Of course, there's a time for that. You know, the whole song may not be like, you know, a bunch of notes, but you don't want your hands, is what I'm saying, is you don't want your hands to be out of sync. You want them to be in sync with one another and playing fluidly together like one big family. So guys, let me know if this lesson helped you, and let me know if this was difficult for you. You may be used to playing Master of Puppets like that normal way, which that's a pretty tough riff if we're going to be honest with ourselves. You know, that's a pretty tough riff, and it's a good riff to practice, but we're playing it a little bit different here with that death metal style. So let me know if you found this to be kind of challenging for you. Guys, thank you so much for watching my video, and as always, keep it metal.